Okay, next section, chapter 5.4, applications of independent events. Objectives: express probabilities as ratios, fractions, and percents. Identify the sample space where the combined sample space has 36 or fewer elements for a probability experiment involving two independent events. All right, let's get started. So really this section is just 5.2 and 5.3 combined. So you're finding the sample space using a table or a tree diagram, and then you're using that information to find the probability of whatever events are occurring. Now, when you see this little image, I want you to write it down. Write down what's on the slide or solve the problem. Okay, let's get started. The die is rolled and one card is drawn. So I want you to look at these cards. We have 2, 3, 4, and 5. Those are the cards we have. So the die is rolled and one card is drawn at random. So as I remind you, use the cards on the right for the cards to use and draw a table to organize the sample space. So please make a note of this. Pause if you need to. Now, so this is the table. Right now it's empty. Let's fill it in. So we're going to roll the dice first, and then we're going to choose a card. Okay, so if we're rolling the dice first, we're just going to use the numbers to make our lives a little bit easier. Rolling the dice first, we roll a 1 first, choose a card, we get a 2 of hearts. Roll the dice first, we get a 2 and 2 of hearts. Roll the dice, 3 and 2 of hearts. Roll the dice, 4 and 2 of hearts. Okay, continue on. Continue on. So pause here and finish the table, because you need this table in order to finish doing the questions. Now, this is what the final table will look like. I want you to check to make sure your table is good to go, because you need this table to do the work. So pause if you need to. Okay, make a note. Here is our question here at the bottom. Here's our question right here. Now, what is the probability that the same number will appear on the cards and the die? So the probability of the same. Probability of the same number that appears on both. So, for example, you roll a die, it gives you a 1, and you pick a card and you get an ace. That's an example. Obviously, we don't have that as a result, but that is an example. So let's look at this. So we roll a die. Let's see. Do we have, well, we don't have any one of hearts. We don't have any aces. So this is not going to work. We won't have any ones. How about in the 2 section? We roll a die, get a 2. Can we get a 2 of hearts? Oh, yes, I do see it right here. Okay, same thing. Roll a die for 3, and do we get a 3 of hearts? Okay, so you can kind of see there's a pattern developing here. Oh, okay. All right, so this becomes the numerator, right? Because that's all of the, the outcomes, that's the numerator. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 on the top. But how many do we have total? We didn't get that yet, so we're looking for that bottom number. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to just use my multiplication and multiply by 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 times 4. Do a little scratch work to find all my possible outcomes. 6 multiplied by 4 equals 24. So this is actually 4 out of 24. I'm not going to simplify it, but that's the probability of the same. 4 out of 24. What's the ratio? What's that ratio look like? Flip it on its side. Flip it, flip it, flip it on its side. Flip it, flip it, flip it on its side. 4 colon 24. Okay, let's look at the next question. Okay, here's the next question. What is the probability that the sum is less than 6? So the probability that the sum of the two results together is less than 6. So for example, if I add up the two numbers, is it going to be less than 6? Or is it equal to 6? Or is it more than 6? Let's look at our first example. 1 and 2. Okay, 1 plus 2 equals 3. Oh, so that is less than 6. Great, that works. Okay, how about 2 and 2? 2 plus 2 is 4. That works too. Let's give it a little circle. Okay, so I want you to pause the video and do that work. Do that work right now. I'm just filling these in. That's going to give me 6. That's going to give me 6 there. So really, anything beyond that is going to be 6 or more. So there's our answer. There's our answer, kids. Probability of a sum less than 6. Now in the blue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and as we saw in the last one, 24 possibilities. Okay, probability of a sum less than 6, 24. All right, your turn. Workbook pages 58 to 59. Now remember, post an image to Google Classroom when you are complete. I've included the link so you can know how to do it, but I'm hoping by now we all know how to do that post.